Top 10 Overrated Anime Series. We get introduced to new anime series in every season of anime. Some of these shows turn out to be great, while others not so great, and some of these shows end up becoming timeless classics. Today, we'll be looking at the type of shows that got a lot of attention, which in my personal opinion, they did not deserve. Yep, that's right, ladies, gentlemen, and degenerate weebs. Buckle up, because this video is going to be a little hard to watch for some of you. I'll be talking about some of the most popular shows in the world of anime, and tell you guys why I think these shows are overrated. Now, before we get started, do keep the fact in mind that just because your favorite show ended up on my list and I call it overrated, it doesn't make it a bad show. In fact, some of the shows in my list were quite entertaining for me. With that being said, let's get started with today's video. Hunter x Hunter. Ah, yes. You guys are hating on me right now. However, I'd recommend that you should take the time to listen to what I have to say before you decide to unsubscribe. Now, when I talk about Hunter x Hunter, I am only talking about the anime series. The Hunter x Hunter anime series seemed incomplete to me. Except for Kirua and Gon, none of the characters seemed very interesting to me because they didn't get enough character development. The ending of the anime was not satisfying at the least. I seriously hated Gon's dad's personality because we didn't get a real explanation for all the weird things that he put Gon through. Overall, while it is quite entertaining, I believe that Hunter x Hunter shouldn't receive so much love from the anime community. Nine, Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is an awesome anime, with a good cast of memorable characters, a nice shonen plot, and some of the best animated scenes that we've ever seen in the world of anime. Demon Slayer does deserve most of the love that it received. However, I still don't understand why this anime was given the title of Best Anime of the Decade by Funimation, when there are many other amazing series like The Promised Neverland, Steins Gate, Attack on Titan that also aired in the same decade. Like, seriously, is this a joke? For me, this anime deserves a rating of 8 out of 10 at best, and is definitely not the anime of the decade. If you are someone who wants a cliche but awesome shonen anime, then you should definitely give Demon Slayer a shot. 8. Fairy Tail. Honestly, the only thing I liked about Fairy Tail was the OVAs. Seriously though, check them out. Wink. Okay, jokes aside, I already mentioned the thing that I disliked about Fairy Tail. I mean, don't get me wrong, your boy loves his fair share of fan service. However, the fan service in Fairy Tail seems quite out of place and unwanted, considering the fact that it is not an ecchi anime. Even if we ignore the extreme fan service, we still can't deny the fact that this shonen anime is extremely repetitive and cliche. Every arc just presents the same old story in a new way, and the show gets quite boring. Also, this might not affect most of you, but the fact that there's no blood in any of the fight scenes is also the reason why I prefer other long-running anime series like Naruto, One Piece, and Dragon Ball Z over Fairy Tail. 7. Akame ga Kill. I really don't understand how this show managed to get so much love from the anime community. Just like Hunter x Hunter, I'm only talking about the anime. Not only did the anime adaptation not follow the original story, but it was also extremely rushed and confusing. The anime needed to have more episodes and better character development, as I didn't get emotionally attached to any of the characters. The ending was a big mess, and I'd personally only give this anime a rating of 7 out of 10, despite its popularity. I think that Akame ga Kill is a show that had potential, but failed to deliver. If you need something entertaining to watch, then I would definitely recommend it. 6. Guilty Crown. Guilty Crown isn't as popular as most of the other anime on my list, but it still gets more attention than it deserves. The anime is cliche, repetitive, and bland, and the characters in it are also just as bad as the anime itself. The whole premise of the show is quite unique and interesting. However, the story progression was not as good as we all wanted it to be. Overall, this anime is just something entertaining that you can watch to kill some time. While it did have the potential, just like the previous entry in my list, Guilty Crown failed to deliver. The only two things about this anime that I genuinely loved were the character designs and remarkable OSTs. 5. Dragon Ball Super. Okay, I see many people enjoying Dragon Ball Super, and you guys can have your own opinion. However, in my personal opinion, Dragon Ball Super is just as bad as Dragon Ball GT. The story ended with Dragon Ball Z, so the creators shouldn't try to drag it out again and again just to collect the big bucks. I dropped Dragon Ball Super after just a few episodes because it just seemed too repetitive and over the top. Also, the new Super Saiyan levels introduced in the series are not unique at all like the previous season. I know that there are some amazing fight scenes waiting for us in this series, but overall, it's not as good as Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z. Four, High School DxD. I don't understand why High School DxD is considered to be the king of all ecchi anime. Sure, the characters are a little memorable and there's an actual plot for once, but the whole ecchi aspect of the series is quite stale. I mean, let's get real here. Most of us don't watch an ecchi harem anime for the plot. Even if you like to watch an ecchi anime with a plot and fan service, then there are better options like To Love Ru and The Fruit of Grisaya. I believe that High School DxD is just a mid-tier ecchi anime. Three, Sword Art Online. We all knew this show was gonna get included in my video. The only question was, at what number? Sword Art Online is a generic isekai anime with a generic setting and a generic protagonist. Did I say generic enough? The protagonist in this anime doesn't really have any kind of real character development, and for some reason, he's the only male character that the show actually focuses on. Also, we can't really ignore the fact that the creators of this show can't produce even a single season of the series without the inclusion of an unwanted and over-the-top rape scene. However, honestly, despite all the many flaws, Sword Art Online is a pretty entertaining watch. That probably is the reason why it gets so much attention from the anime community. Also, the latest Alicization season is actually not as bad as the previous two seasons. Two, Goblin Slayer. Honestly, how is this anime so popular, and how is its rating not below 7 on my anime list? When I first saw all the hype for this anime, I really thought it could have been something special and unique. However, all we got was a cliche fantasy world with a simple plot twist. The monsters in this fantasy world also like to sexually assault all the female humans for some reason. I'm not really saying that this is a bad thing about the show, but I'm just trying to point out the fact that this simple edginess is the only thing Goblin Slayer has going for itself. The story is quite repetitive, and none of the characters in the show are interesting. One, Pokemon. Now, let's talk about one of the most famous anime series in the entire world, Pokemon. I don't hate it, but I still hate the fact that the creators just keep on dragging the story on. The anime has been airing for many years now, and our boy Ash Ketchum, who is still somehow only 10 years old by the way, has still not managed to become the Pokemon master. While the series did have a good premise, the anime has become extremely repetitive and predictable now as we always get the same old story in every new region. That was it for today's video, my fellow weebs. Which picks from my list do you not agree with? Are there any other anime that you wanted to see in my list? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you want more amazing content. This is Anime Cabin, signing off. Peace!